Snowy owls are one of the most majestic birds of prey in the world, with their striking white plumage, piercing yellow eyes, and impressive wingspan. These birds are native to the Arctic regions of North America and Eurasia, where they have adapted to survive in some of the harshest conditions on the planet. Snowy owls have captured the imagination of people for centuries, and they continue to fascinate us today. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into some of the most interesting facts about snowy owls, including their appearance, habitat, diet, behavior, and conservation status. Whether you're a bird enthusiast or simply curious about these magnificent creatures, there's sure to be something in this video that will pique your interest. So, let's get started and discover some amazing facts about snowy owls. Snowy owls are instantly recognizable for their striking white plumage, which allows them to blend in seamlessly with the snowy landscapes of the Arctic regions. In addition to their white feathers, snowy owls have distinctive yellow eyes, a black beak, and large talons that enable them to capture and kill their prey. These birds are also relatively large, with a wingspan of up to 5 feet and a weight of around 4 to 6 pounds. Male and female snowy owls exhibit sexual dimorphism, which means that there are noticeable differences in size and appearance between the two sexes. In general, female snowy owls are larger and heavier than males, with a wingspan that can reach up to 6 feet. Female snowy owls also have more dark markings on their feathers, which provide camouflage during nesting season. Male snowy owls, on the other hand, are smaller and lighter in color than females, which allows them to blend in better with their surroundings. These differences in size and appearance are thought to be the result of different evolutionary pressures on males and females, with females needing to be larger and more visible during nesting season to protect their young, while males need to be smaller and more agile to hunt successfully in the harsh Arctic environment. Snowy owls have a circumpolar distribution, which means that they are found in the Arctic regions of North America, Europe, and Asia. In North America, snowy owls breed in Alaska, northern Canada, and Greenland, and spend the winter months as far south as the central United States. In Europe and Asia, snowy owls breed in northern Russia and spend the winter months in southern Russia, Mongolia, and China. Despite their wide distribution, snowy owls are not a common sight for most people, as they tend to live in remote, inhospitable regions that are difficult to access. However, in recent years, snowy owls have become more visible in some areas due to climate change, which has caused them to venture further south in search of food. Snowy owls are adapted to living in Arctic tundra habitats, which are characterized by low temperatures, strong winds, and sparse vegetation. In these regions, snowy owls make their nests on the ground or on a slight rise, typically using a depression or scrape in the soil. During the breeding season, snowy owls prefer to nest in open areas with a clear view of their surroundings, which allows them to detect potential threats. In the winter months, snowy owls are more adaptable and can be found in a variety of habitats, including coastal dunes, agricultural fields, and even airports. These habitats provide snowy owls with access to a diverse range of prey, including rodents, rabbits, and other small mammals. Despite their adaptability, snowy owls are still dependent on intact Arctic ecosystems for their survival, and any disruption to these habitats can have a significant impact on their populations. Snowy owls are partially migratory birds, meaning that they do not migrate long distances every year like some other bird species. Instead, snowy owls migrate in response to changes in food availability, with some individuals staying in their breeding grounds year-round and others traveling south in search of food during the winter months. In general, snowy owls migrate further south during years when their primary prey, lemmings, are in low abundance in the Arctic. During these eruptions, snowy owls have been known to travel as far south as the central United States, where they can be seen in open areas like fields, dunes, and airports. Snowy owl migration patterns are still not fully understood, and scientists are working to gather more information about these enigmatic birds and their behavior. Snowy owls are apex predators in their Arctic ecosystem and have a diverse diet that includes a variety of prey species. Their primary prey is lemmings, a small rodent that is abundant in the Arctic tundra, but snowy owls also feed on other small mammals like voles, mice, and rabbits. Additionally, they will eat birds, fish, and invertebrates like insects and crustaceans when other food sources are scarce. Snowy owls are powerful hunters, using their keen eyesight and hearing to locate prey from a distance before swooping down to capture it with their sharp talons. They are also known for caching food, which involves storing extra prey in the snow or other locations to be eaten later. Snowy owls are skilled hunters that use a variety of hunting methods to capture their prey. Their primary hunting method is called sit and wait, which involves perching on a high vantage point and scanning the surrounding area for prey. Once a potential target is spotted, the snowy owl will swoop down and capture it with its sharp talons. Snowy owls are also known to hunt by flying low over the ground in search of prey or by hovering in midair to pinpoint the location of small mammals beneath the snow. They can capture prey that is much larger than themselves, using their powerful talons and beak to subdue their quarry. Snowy owls are well adapted to their Arctic habitat and have several unique adaptations that allow them to hunt successfully in this harsh environment. Their thick, fluffy feathers provide excellent insulation and help them maintain their body heat in cold temperatures, while their large eyes and facial disc help them locate prey in low-light conditions. Additionally, snowy owls have a specialized digestive system that allows them to break down and absorb nutrients from their high-fat prey, which is essential for surviving in an environment where food can be scarce. Snowy owls are also known for their keen hearing, which allows them to locate prey beneath the snow, and their powerful talons and beak, which enable them to capture and kill their quarry with ease. Snowy owls are generally solitary birds, with individuals only coming together during the breeding season. During this time, snowy owls form monogamous pairs and work together to build a nest and raise their young. Snowy owls are also known for their aggressive behavior, particularly towards other raptors and potential threats to their nest and offspring. They will defend their territory vigorously, using their sharp talons and beak to attack intruders. Additionally, snowy owls are known to communicate through a variety of vocalizations, including hisses, barks, and screeches. While snowy owls are not social in the traditional sense, their behavior during the breeding season highlights their ability to form strong bonds with their mates and fiercely protect their offspring. Snowy owls are monogamous and typically mate for life, although they may find new mates if their previous partner dies. Breeding season for snowy owls begins in the spring, with pairs typically laying their eggs in a scrape in the ground or in a shallow depression. The female snowy owl will lay anywhere from 3 to 15 eggs, which both parents will incubate for approximately 32 days. Once the eggs hatch, both parents will work together to feed and care for the chicks, which will fledge after about 6 weeks. Snowy owls have a relatively low reproductive rate, with only a small percentage of offspring surviving to adulthood due to factors such as predation and harsh environmental conditions. Despite these challenges, snowy owls' strong pair bonds and dedicated parenting habits help ensure the survival of their species in the Arctic ecosystem. Snowy owls are known for their variety of vocalizations, which they use to communicate with other snowy owls in their territory. These vocalizations range from hisses and barks to screeches and hoots, with each sound conveying a specific message or meaning. For example, a male snowy owl may use a soft hoot to communicate with his mate, while a female snowy owl may use a harsh screech to warn off intruders. Additionally, snowy owls use body language to communicate, such as fluffing up their feathers to appear larger and more intimidating or spreading their wings to signal aggression or dominance. Despite their remote habitat, snowy owls face a range of threats to their populations. One of the biggest threats is climate change, which is causing the Arctic tundra to warm at an alarming rate, affecting the snowy owl's prey and breeding habits. Additionally, habitat destruction and disturbance, such as oil and gas development, can disrupt the snowy owl's nesting and hunting habits. Human interference, such as hunting and egg collecting, also poses a significant threat to snowy owl populations. In some cases, snowy owls have also been killed by vehicles or trapped by fences and other man-made structures. Finally, pollution, including pesticides and other chemicals, can also impact the health of snowy owl populations. To protect these magnificent birds, it is essential that we work to address these threats and take steps to conserve and preserve their Arctic habitat. Snowy owls are considered a vulnerable species by the IUCN Red List, and their populations are subject to a range of threats. In response, several conservation efforts have been implemented to help protect and preserve these birds. One such effort is the creation of protected areas and reserves in the Arctic, where snowy owls can breed and hunt undisturbed. Additionally, research efforts have been focused on understanding the impacts of climate change on snowy owl populations to develop effective conservation strategies. Finally, efforts to reduce human interference, such as limiting hunting and egg collecting, have helped to stabilize snowy owl populations in some areas. These efforts have led to some success stories, such as the conservation of snowy owls on Wrangel Island, where strict protection measures have helped to ensure the survival of a thriving population. While there is still much work to be done to protect snowy owls, these conservation efforts offer hope for the future of these magnificent birds. Snowy owls are often the subject of myths and misconceptions, which can lead to misunderstanding and even harm to these magnificent birds. One common myth is that snowy owls are pets that can be kept in captivity. In reality, snowy owls are wild animals, and keeping them as pets is unethical. Another myth is that snowy owls are aggressive and pose a threat to humans. While snowy owls can be protective of their nests and young, they are generally shy and will avoid humans whenever possible. Finally, some people believe that snowy owls only live in the Arctic, when in fact they can be found in a range of habitats across North America and Eurasia. By myth-busting these common misconceptions, we can better understand and appreciate the remarkable nature of snowy owls and work to protect and conserve them for future generations. In summary, snowy owls are truly remarkable birds with a fascinating range of behaviors, adaptations, and habits. From their unique physical characteristics to their hunting methods and migration patterns, snowy owls have evolved to survive and thrive in some of the harshest environments on the planet. While they face threats from human activity and environmental change, there are also many conservation efforts underway to protect and preserve snowy owl populations. By learning more about these amazing birds and working to ensure their continued survival, we can help ensure that future generations will be able to appreciate and enjoy the beauty and majesty of snowy owls for years to come.